Welcome back, guys. We were deep in discussion about a certain hero. Keeper of the Light, in fact, which, well, we've got a draft on our hands. Gambit against Team Empire, Game 3. Lacoste, take us through what we've been thinking about, because he's been banned. First phase Kotl ban.
Yeah, as you mentioned, if you type imbalanced in the heroes, it actually shows Kotl. So, we have Keeper of the Light, Grimstroke, Dazzle banned out by Gambit. Dazzle, PA, Magnus. I'm not sure we're going to see that much of a PA anymore, especially with Magnus. I feel like Magnus is more contested than PA.
It definitely feels that way, especially first phase ban situation. Magnus has been there a lot. Gambit opening with Tusk. On Team
I
Empire
guess they're just waiting to see if they want to pick Venge right now. Do they want to leave Venge in the pool? I feel like Venge is strong, but I don't see it in other tournaments. Let's say Megaphone. I don't think I saw one Venge being picked up by tier 1 teams.
No, I don't think so. And Team Empire maybe considering, do we want it ourselves? Do we want to give the Tusk and the Venge to Gambit? Because they've felt it. They've felt Team Spirit destroy them. They've used it themselves to take down Gambit in Game 1.
Radiant team pick.
And they will go for the Phoenix. With Kotl banned, it's the next best thing.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Just pick Phoenix and Enigma together. Put Black Hole on the Supernova. Start a
So
new
I'm
big
thinking,
bang.
why is no one picking Centaur today? This hero is just amazing. I feel like people realize there's a different approach of hitting the egg. You don't need to have like a bloodlusted hero. You don't need to have Ursa / Mirana to solo kill the egg. Beastmaster's aura works just fine. Everyone becomes an egg hitter.
Yeah. Just have to make sure that when it starts landing, you all turn, face it, and click it. Into that second phase of bans then. Gambit, Beastmaster Tusk. Like you said, up against the Phoenix, that inner beast is going to go to work. That's also the startings of what we've seen previously. I'm expecting Empire to ban the Venge now, just to make sure that there is no aura stacking of Gambit. Is Luna also a potential hero that they would like to remove?
Oh yeah, love Luna. Love me some Luna with strength heroes. Tusk, Beastmaster, group up, take the towers, tag team. I mean, the spell is even called tag team. You want to go as 5.
Absolutely. But it's anti-mage that Empire take out. Finally, the AM is gone. Do you maybe wonder if Terrorblade is going to get taken out as well?
Definitely. It's going to be either picked or banned, considering that there's no Morph, no PA, no anti-mage.
No Magnus, no Kotl. Plenty of heroes that Terrorblade hates have been removed.
No matter how much you nerf Terrorblade, he's still going to do his thing. And there he is.
There he goes. Yeah, he's just one of those heroes that... You know, it was always very similar to Drow in terms of you know what items they're going to build, what kind of timings they want to hit. Their overall objective is always the same. Drow did get reworked recently, and I don't know if she's shifted in terms of ideology or what she wants to actually aim for. Still seems very similar.
Yeah, but there's no diversity, as you mentioned, in the item build. It's always same items, pretty much. We didn't see Dragonlance in the previous game, but it's always a BKB, Scotty, Butterfly, BKB.
Yeah.
Did I say BKB twice?
Who cares?
Doesn't matter, just buy 2 BKBs. I mean, we saw people buying double power threads in this patch.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it gives 14 stats, so...
Who? Name names.
I don't remember. I think someone from Navi bought it because I wasn't watching the whole game.
Double treads. The old sniper build. 6 treads. What was it? Was it Wirt's old boot or Wirt's old leg? Was the boots in Dota 1?
What do you mean?
The little tooltip, the name of the item, because the item came from like an Easter egg in the campaign. Because there was a character called...
I don't remember that.
Was it W-I-R-T? I think it was Wirt. Hang on a second. Wirt's old...
So Jug picked up...
Yeah, Wirt's other leg. That's what the item was. Treads was based on that.
I didn't know that.
I can't remember why exactly I know that.
I don't like the Beastmaster. They have one Sanking stun that's good to keep them in place. They have a save for his ulti spin with the snowball, and Beastmaster ulti goes through the spin. One more ulti that can just keep Juggernaut in place. I think this is a really early Juggernaut pickup. But again, they're looking for a fast lineup with a lot of heal. These three heroes provide a lot of sustain.
So much sustain.
I love this one.
Medusa into Sunray can be a little bit tricky, but Medusa certainly able with that inner beast just to click people down. In fact, you've got Stone Gaze, you've got Roar, so many ways to handle this Juggernaut, like you're mentioning, through that spin and stopping his TP. It's going to be difficult for Kuman here to actually maneuver himself around the map like he did in the previous game.
5 seconds remaining.
Chen is a good pickup against Bane as well. He can't do what he does best, trying to zone out people, because there's a creep and he can't really do anything about it. But I love the Medusa pickup. They want to drag this game as much as possible. Anti-Mage is out of the pool, so Juggernaut will probably need to adjust his item build, get the Manta style and the Diffusal Blade, because they have nothing to burn the mana with. And there's no burst damage as well, besides Jug ulti. There's an epi, but
I'm going to call you out, Lacoste.
What?
Because Chen can get 4 mana burn creeps.
All right.
And a Helm of the Dominator.
Sometimes you just gotta think outside of the box, and you're doing it right now. You're maybe overdoing it.
Overdoing it just a little bit. Just a little bit. But against like Medusa and Gyrocopter, we used to see a lot of Necro books, right? The mana burn's nice, but just having that, you know, splash damage, the AoE uncontrollable damage from things like Split Shot and Snake. It's just a sad situation that Empire don't have a Necro carrier.
They
right
could
now.
still get a Phantom Lancer. He's in the pool.
Oh.
But having PL and Juggernaut kind of feels weird.
Yeah, that would be an
you
interesting
lack catch. But I think Juggernaut will need to adjust his item build, and maybe if they want to go all in, put Dragonite. Dragonite seems like a good pickup for Team Empire. Or DP. I feel like DP is underused and could work in this kind of a cheesy strat.
What happened with DP? She just doesn't get picked at all anymore. She was the stomper of many TIs. And now we just don't see her.
We see a little bit of DP. Navi versus LGD. LGD picked it, but they lost. They need one more stun. Dragonite just fits the profile, in my opinion, because they have elusive heroes, hard to catch.
5 seconds
Sanking only reliable stun.
And then Sunray and Healing Ward with DK is pretty
Or if they
obnoxious.
want to go a different direction, just get Pugna and blast the towers. So they need.
See, I was wondering about that Pugna as well. It feels like there's, you know, counter synergy there with the Juggernaut, but that's only in very specific situations, and you can work around that. Still a very good tempo setting hero, that Pugna. Gambit, they've rounded their lineup with the Mirana, so Bane Mirana, Medusa, and then Beastmaster Tusk, probably going to be their 2-1-2. We might even see that tri-lane come into action again from Gambit. Bane, Tusk, and Mirana have so much kill threat.
And there are a couple of other options. Invoker.
Templar Assassin.
Interesting.
I don't like TA. TA Juggernaut relying so much on your physical damage output. They could try to end this game quickly. We've seen it before. Pressure the towers with the Chen. Deso TA opens up the Roche. Healing Ward.
The question's going to be, where does the Medusa go? Have you seen much safe lane Dusa? I think I've seen exclusively mid Dusa.
It's mid Dusa.
Yeah. And then Alpha Ninja plays a side lane with a Bane. That makes much more sense. So TA against Dusa. TA favored. Has the refraction to dodge away from Snake and all of that good stuff. Still a bit of an annoying lane though, with Dahak able to just keep clicking from long range into the refraction charges. But as the game progresses, you're going to have TA and Juggernaut split pushing, and Chen with that new recall.
Yeah, I guess it's mid Medusa because you want to lane Mirana against the Chen and just arrow the creep, kill him instantly. They don't have any kind of overtime damage for TA refraction, so that's a good thing.
Still a bit worrisome though with Raw, with Boars, with Fiend's Grip, Tag Team. They've got a few ways if they're able to catch the TA.
Yeah. And they have a Beastmaster aura now, plus they have a bottom who can solo kill the egg.
Yeah, I mean, the more we kind of talk and think about this, it feels like a difficult game for Empire. If they don't get the ball running early on, and I feel like, win 2 of their lanes, then the game's going to be difficult for the Dire side this time around. And off we go to the races. Gambit against Empire. Final game of the series. The winner goes on to face Team Spirit in that best-of-5 grand final where Spirit have a 1-game advantage. Akuman on the Juggernaut yet again, heading up to top with GTA. But an early smoke from Gambit gets a very quick Observer Ward down. Sees G coming in, and they will be able to de-ward that as quickly as they like if they've got a sentry on anyone at all, which it doesn't look... Oh, yeah, Vansko has one. He's been given a shared tango as well by King R.
Oh, give me a tango, I'll give you a sentry. That's the trade I'll take any day, anytime.
Give me Windlace, please. That's what Vanscore's saying. He's got boots queued up, Vanscore, so he's definitely aiming the right direction. And down bottom, what we're looking at, Madden Chen. Eposhka on the Sand King and Velior the Phoenix just behind SK down in this bottom rune spot. They're pinging in behind him. Eposhka's going to get scouted, and Vanscore with Brain Sap. So there is no Nightmare into Arrow, and he's going to be immediately burrow struck. Fiery Spirit's going to work, but the arrow landing on Miposhka with a tag team on top. Looks like it might be a trade back. Miposhka still not dead, though. The slow on that attack speed from the Fiery Spirits. Velior has done an exceptional job as the tree eaten. Grabbing up the bounty rune, Alpha Ninja gets the upper hand. He might still fall, though. He's got arrow. He doesn't have leaps. Velior. No Fiery Spirits. The clicks. One more. He's got it. There's the kill.
That's a double kill for Phoenix. 500 gold from 2 kills.
Ooh.
I think Vanskor was out of position and the Kingar a little bit far away. There is Penitence again. Last ready. Sand King has a stun. Arrow.
Dodges it. Miposhka's still holding that burrow strike, and Velior with just Fairy Fire and a salve back to full HP and ready to continue laning. Where has that Chen gone? So Chen moves up top. Kuman and Madden going to be up against this Beastmaster. As the courier... Oh my god, that courier mid. G. Careful, buddy. Vanscore bottom, burrow struck. Bane again, very far forward on the front lines. Tanky enough to withstand the onslaught this time as he pops his salve. Gambit set up for a tri-lane versus a dual lane down here. They need to reclaim control, right? They lost a lot of potency from that initial bounty rune battle, and Miposhka will be forced away from lane with no regen remaining as Velior holds the tangos and the salves all locked up in his little safe.
Oh man, Velior bought the Boots of Speed in his base instead of... well, that's a good way to pick up boots from base when courier is being used.
I think he knew he was going to die there. A good little sweep through the trees by Vanskor and King R. Miposhka... He's dying to tower, isn't he? Yeah. He buys out as much as he can. He wants the money for the tangos. He should get it now as he dies to the tower, but it's experience for Vanskor hitting level 2.
I think they're fine with this. They can sacrifice Beastmaster and this Chen. He's out of mana. He has 1 mango, used Penitence 4 or 5 times. He also stole the boar.
This boar is mine. Level 1 boar.
And it's gonna last for 18 more seconds. We didn't talk about the mid lane. 5 CS for Medusa against 11 on TA. Definitely a TA favored matchup, especially if you can't connect the snake. But there's a center ward. He just killed the observer as well, so that's some XP and gold for Medusa.
Regen's pretty handy against the side blades as well. Beastmaster gonna drag the wave away from the Chen. No Blightstone or Orb of Venom or anything here, but he does have a Mango and a Penitence to slow the Beastmaster down. A few more hits.
Oh, gee.
Is he in trouble mid? You're absolutely right. In comes Vanskor, has the Brain Sap, but it's only level 1.
Mana.
Not enough. While top, the Fairy Fire, keeping Beastmaster ever so close to death, keeps him alive. Down towards bottom, they are looking to angle towards the Phoenix here as King R sweeps in through the river. And Poshka has dragged the wave all the way back to the tier 1. And oh man, they're still playing around this mid lane. Snake will connect, G very low on HP, but Salvin Mango delivered. Still a little bit rough. As Mirana, 17-4. Alpha Ninja denying so many creeps out of this lane.
And now he brought 2 raid bands. Might even go for a 3rd one. Yes, give me that 3rd raid band.
Yes. Give me that raid band. That's not how you meant to. Come on now. Are you a fan of the triple wraith bands?
It was fun, but I still think we
gone a bit far.
Yeah, I think we need to change those things.
Just dial it back.
The worst part about it is if you queue
3
raid bands, after you buy 1, they disappear, so you need to buy it again.
So what is it? The only way you can do that is you have to buy the circlets first, or you have to like 2 circlets or 2 slippers or whatever, and then buy the other crap, or else it doesn't understand what you're trying to do. A little purge creep here. Sata Banisher chasing down the Beastmaster. Purge on purge on purge. Now stealing the boar. It's a lot of slow. The Beastmaster dropping very low. Not really a kill threat though. I don't think Madden's got it in him. As down bottom, Velior found by King R and Alpha Ninja. So it's a difficult lane for Empire bottom. It's an okay lane for Empire mid. Medusa is coming back a little with the help of Vanskor, but experience-wise, of course, TA is going to get the upper hand.
Runes are spawning. We didn't talk about Juggernaut. What does he have? 2 raid bands, magic wand.
Nice little delivery. Oh, that arrow though, connecting perfectly. Opens up the bounty rune for King R. And Miposhka dusted. So the snowball, Starstorm, Miposhka's gone, and Velior cannot get involved. He's still level 1.
He used all the leap charges. Yeah, what is Phoenix doing? He got the first blood.
Double kill.
Double kill.
And he's still level 1?
What?
Buying bottom lane has been tragic for them. They've been dragging waves. They've been trying to deal with it. Mirana, Tusk, and the Bane who was there earlier on have really caused a few problems for them. Vanskor just wandering on by, giving G a bit of the old scare.
And I love the build on Beastmaster. Just straight boots of speed so they can run at him. And then has Vlad's queued up. They have a ton of physical damage, but they're pressuring the tower with the stolen catapult.
Starting to feel like this Medusa is going to be unstoppable in this game, and it's only 6 minutes in. Dahak being given free reign of the mid lane. There's Kuman. Nightmare off to the right-hand side. Omni Slash and level 3 Blade Fury ready to come out and play, but the creep wave arriving means he won't commit just yet. They're looking for the tier 1. Try and get it, swipe it down. No deny from Gambit.
They could have denied the tower. It was on 10 HP. But the good thing is Vanskor has his boots before 5-minute mark, so he's good to play this game. 60 minutes plus.
He can play the video game now. Does TA have any stacks at all? I don't think so. Ah, there we are. There's this is what the Phoenix has been doing, Lacoste. Let me tell you now. The Phoenix has been very, very busy. Stacking up ancients, medium camp, large camp, so there's a absolute metric shit ton of gold in the jungle there.
He's not gonna stack the ancients.
Oh, bollocks. Miposhka dead again.
But is it really worth it? He's not laning. He's gonna be there collecting the XP. But what if they see it? Medusa has level 2 split shot, so they might try to go and steal the stacks.
Yeah, they absolutely could.
They need to protect this tier 1 tower on mid, on side of Gambit, with whatever they can. After it drops, if they have any stacks for Medusa, and they don't at this moment, but TA can easily take them. Vanscore.
He looks like he's okay. Little hurl boulder already used. Not the longest of stuns.
He
What
he locked his items. He locked
Dire's bottom tower is
Obs
under
and
attack.
Sentry.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't even know you could do that.
Lock item. Is that so they don't combine with like? Why would you not want? I don't know. He's having
He's
fun.
just yeah.
Now he's having even more fun. Nice little nightmare transfer as Chen takes the little mud golem.
They have Beastmaster ulti. Do they have vision on Kuman? They don't. Kuman is gonna build Battle Fury this game. I already mentioned that he needs to adjust his item build, get some kind of a mana burn against Medusa.
The two Dire main cores, they're farming pretty well, honestly. Net worth-wise, Jug up at the top. Mirana, a good 300 gold behind. And then you've got the TA ahead of the Medusa by about the same amount. The scary thing really does come from that Beastmaster, the Tusk. These tanky heroes that are the initiators from Gambit. And once they start getting levels and gold, the initiations become ever the much stronger for Gambit. And this is why Empire, they're making a potentially risky move. Coming in behind that tier 1, behind the Medusa. Madden and Kuman. Smoke breaks. It's night time.
Dire's
I'm not
top
entirely
tower
sure
is
Dahak
under attack.
understands what's going on. He's being backstabbed directly through that tier 1. And with the Omni Slash, looks like they'll clear her up as well. A few crits from Kuman secure the kill, and Medusa is down. The trouble is, they lost Madden in the meantime, and Mirana's here to stop the push coming in. Like you mentioned, Gambit, they arrive. They want to fight. Kuman with a spin, the shard, beautiful.
Nice block.
And Vanscore has moved himself into position here to nightmare up. So Alpha Ninja with the Star Storm, drop it on his head. Kuman, the healing ward's gone, and the snowball lands. So Juggernaut down with TA in the back, clearing up Vanscore. It is a trade. I think Empire feeling a little bit worried, looking for more. Tusk will be a third kill for them to grab as they dive forward. Pops his stick to try and escape, but the shards will not block them away.
He could buy a couple of more seconds with the snowball. It was ready. Top lane got destroyed by a Beastmaster, and there's no catapult, but some damage is taken on tier 2 as well. If they can pressure the tier 1 tower on mid with the Vlads and Beastmaster R, that would be so good. If you can access TA's jungle early on and not let her farm the Ancients, it just cripples her so much. They still have the other side of the map, but she want to be able to farm the mid lane and the closer ancient camp.
That's why that
There they are,
sentry,
they're just doing it.
that's why that sentry is so important.
And I don't like this Battle Fury build at all on Juggernaut. He lost him the previous game with that Eye of Skadi instead of a Basher build on Anti-Mage, and he might do it as well in this game. They need mana burn against Medusa.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Someone's angry.
Juggernaut is very angry. He didn't like what you're saying about his Battle Fury build, so he's saying, fuck you, Lacoste, I'm gonna build whatever the hell I want. And another D-Ward comes out. As
And
Tusk.
there it is, that they are taking their ancient
Radiant's
stacks.
top tower is under attack.
So the eastern camps, they were all cleared by the TA. They've all gone. The stacks are done, but the shards force the dive. Velior returns back in, but Alpha Ninja has killed Miposhka down bottom as this fight is still brewing near top. Moonlight Shadow from the Mirana, sentry on sentry action as Vanscore considering going back in, but it will just be a simple fall back and farm. As Mirana, Medusa, Beastmaster, I mean, they're making up this 3k net worth lead for the Radiant.
Wait, where is Tome? Okay, there it is. 12 minutes in. Vanscore bought it for himself. They need that grip to keep either TA or Jug during the spin in place, and they can kill him. The problem is Tusk is also level 4, gonna hit level 5 now, but they have a Vlads. If they take a good fight, they need to get rid of the trap. If there's any in the Roche pit, there's none at this point, but they could steal the Roche with the Vlads build on BM, and that's really huge when you're playing against TA.
Absolutely is. I'm looking towards this Chen right now.
Oh yeah, level 4, no boots. He took Vanscore's job in this game.
Apparently so. How much of an impact is this going to have?
None. Like zero. Nada.
But
Nula.
Chen's going to have no impact. Yeah. I'm just thinking, trying to compare it to like previous patches. Chen hasn't had that much of a buff that he's a late game hero, right?
My man score. He's fine. Boots of speed, TP.
And level 6. He's ready.
And Beastmaster is pressuring the tower with 2 Borises.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Double Boris. What's the Hawk? Harry? Harry the Hawk? Up in the trees. Scouting out the TPs as Velior and G with TA very close to Desolator, wanting to keep this tier 2 alive. Empire also looking for a go on King R.
Epic.
That's scouted. Is he going to snowball? No, he's not. He uses it now to try and dodge some of this damage. King R going to punch back. The arrow lands. Chen caught, killed, immediate. Alpha Ninja looking for more, leaping forward, and Miposhka. Then to the trees you go to hide away, but a strike in a little deeper. And I think that's him safe. Ever so barely scraping away with his life.
Yeah, this game just doesn't feel like it's Empire's game. Chen underleveled, sanking so far away from a Blink Dagger. We still didn't see one Phoenix ulti being used. TA is pressured on her side of the map, and that's not where she wants to be.
And Dahak's like, oh, cool. Free jungle. Nobody's contesting me. That was a bit of a late tip back. Vanscore drops it on Velior, and a minute later, Phoenix returns the favor. Oh, we've got Necro 1 on the Beastmaster already. 14 minutes in, Vlad's Necro. Not upgrading his boots is working out pretty sweetly here for Mr. Beastmaster.
He might even get Necro 3 in this game. It's really good against sanking. They need the vision. Same goes for TA, so they don't have to invest that much gold and dust and sentries. They're just going to let Vanscore die.
Yeah, that's all good. TA with a Desolator now. That Roshan that you were talking about potentially gets unlocked. Yet again, G does need a trap in the pit. As Gambit really are fully controlling this northern third of the map. You know, they've got vision in the dire jungle. They're pushing forward with that Beastmaster with Mirana to control the bounty runes. And Empire feeling forced to defend G. Have 2 heroes behind him just in case he gets jumped on. Catch-up time for Kuman. 7,600 net worth. Where are they going on? Miposhka. Snowball doesn't even land.
And they can't catch Mirana in this game. Only stun they have is sanking.
And he did.
Manta Style picked up on Medusa. Not a big fan of that as a first item. It gives her tankiness, attack speed, casual Yasha, always fine. But in this game, it feels well. He can get rid of traps, he can get rid of the fire spirits, penitence, also dodge jug ulti. And there's the Roche. They're gonna take the Roche away from TA.
Can Empire stop this? Limited opportunities. Will they try and stop it? Is probably the more apt question.
Mirana should be the one taking it instead of Medusa. But Medusa made a slot already. I guess they want to group up as 5 in Siege, so it makes more sense to have
look
it
at
on
this.
Medusa.
Vanscore, yo, a little bit deep, goes for the grip onto the Juggernaut, and in comes the Phoenix. Level 8, needs mana, pops the 1 for the Supernova, but
That
Juggernaut's
hack is dead.
gone. This is turning out to be a bit of a mess. G with a couple of refraction charges left, goes into the meld, but the dust is there, and G is no longer existing on this map. 4 heroes dead. Chen, the only survivor. Wait, did he die as well? No, he's the only survivor. Team Empire, Struggle City.
Dire's middle tower is under
2,000 net worth swing. And game 3 of this best of 3. Feels like Gambit really do have it locked up very, very simply.
Yeah, I just can't get rid of the feeling that Gambit can't throw this game anymore. Like, all they need to do is group up on bottom, take the tower, siege the high ground. Medusa could even get a butterfly just for the maximum amount of damage. She doesn't need that much sustain since she has Aegis, but Scotty against TA and Juggernaut is also good. It just cripples those 2 heroes.
All of a sudden, and Gambit switch sides of the map down to the bottom right. And Empire back into their own jungle. How's this vision situation looking? One Dire Observer Ward down in Radiant jungle.
Chen.
There's a mad. Oh, I mean, yeah, good luck with that. Dahak, significant amount of damage as they have the roar onto G as well. In come the rest of the cavalry. The dust is there from King R to make sure that G cannot just meld away into the shadows. Empire losing hero after hero, one by one. Kuman really must be in heavy lifting mode right now. Split push, farm, get big as quickly as you can. He doesn't have TP for 10 seconds. Not sure if it matters too much. Medusa's come down to clear the wave as the rest of the Radiant team setting up for a fight down bottom. A Hawk won't find anybody. And you can feel this net closing in around Empire. They're being locked into their own base. They've got nowhere to go. They have to hide back. Even smoking out of their base, they don't have any real good catch. Like you said, Sand King is their only stun. He's got Blink Dagger now, so maybe they can make something happen. Blink stun, catches one. Miposhka's in with the epicenter as well. Cancelled by the grip, and that's him done. Supernova onto a decent spot. As Kuman has cleared up Vanscore. Radiant Courier dying in the meanwhile through all of that. An okay fight for Empire, not spectacular or good by any means. Losing Sand King Chen for a Bane and a Tusk gets them a slight net worth swing. But you've had Medusa push that top lane the entire time.
Yeah, and Medusa is level 18 right now. Once she gets the level 20, that's 700 extra mana. I just don't see this Medusa dying at all. TA has a Blink Dagger now, but there's a full Scotty and Manta Style on Mirana. That's another kill for Mirana.
Apparently so. What does Chen have? He's got boots now.
Where's that strat you were talking about, Gary? The 4 mana burn creeps.
He doesn't understand. It's that's some
Dota is a complex game.
That's some wrinkly brain level out of the box thinking with the mana burn creeps. It also relies on RNG. He's got one here. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh shit! King R. Whoopsie.
Kuman, they're gonna get him.
They've caught him, and there it is. So many spells to go through that spin TP. It makes it very hard for Kuman to make plays like that.
Oh, and he even decided to go for a Crimson Guard. I love the build on Beastmaster. Just tank it up. Didn't upgrade the Necro, even though he could, to get rid of the vision, considering they're playing inside of their base. They have 2 Invis heroes as well. Gotta get the Blink Dagger just for the mobility. But Crimson Guard, man, I love when your offlaner can build into it.
Yeah, it feels really, really good against, TA, Chen, Juggernaut. And then you've got Dahak's Medusa. I'm just watching her sit middle, bait 3 heroes in to try and fight her, and then the rest of Gambit arrive. They're playing this very slowly, trying to deal with the split push that's arriving from the TA and the Juggernaut. And Dahak now with Skadi, Manta. Aegis is about to expire, so very likely they want to try and wait for that next Roshan before they make a big move again.
Mirana, they're gonna find Chen again. A little bit of extra heal.
Not quite enough damage from Alpha Ninja this time.
Left.
Manta to try and dodge the stun, but it was held by Miposhka, so the Burrow Strike into Supernova clears up Vanscore. Dahak. Skadi slow. Arrow. Miposhka gets caught. In they come with another dive, but down you go. Sand King's gone, and Kuman's out of mana. G doesn't have anything left himself. No magic wand, no nothing. The Sun Ray's gonna do sod all because G is shredded by the Deucer. Alpha Ninja the one to claim the kill as she leaps on forward. Mirana wants another. It's a double and a beyond godlike streak as the Mirana 10-1-11. And Gambit, they are curb stomping Empire into the bloody ground.
Yeah, even with the bad Beastmaster roar, they just pretty much wiped them. These heroes don't scale. They had pretty much limited time to finish this game if you're looking at through Empire's perspective, but they lost other lanes. Top lane was going fine. Again, Juggernaut with this Battle Fury build feels rather useless.
Yeah, and we knew it at the end of the draft. Empire needed to win 2 out of the 3 lanes pretty solidly, and the fact that they basically lost all 3 of their lanes has panned out into a reasonably awkward game for them here. In game number 3. Deep observe ward and
he
a
gets
deny.
Has fallen.
Kuman. Nice tips. Some respect. Good barracks deny. I mean, how much gold is that?
I think you still get the gold.
Okay.
If they didn't change something. Maybe I'm wrong. Tweet it at Garrett Casts if you know the right answer.
My DMs are open. Send me that info.
Dire's top
Teach me Dota 2.
Radiant's bottom tower.
What's the next move for Gambit? Roshan in a minute?
Radiant are scattered.
Can they just go again?
They can. Yeah. The lack of control, lack of stun on side of Team Empire. We saw it in the previous fight. Sankin just goes in, stuns 2 people, but there's no follow-up. They just run away. They only manage to kill Vanscore.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Valior does have a veil now.
Radiant structures are
A
fortified.
little
And that's
bit.
why he's called Valior.
Valior, exactly. They don't have much magic damage, though. It seems a little weird. It does help himself out in the Sand King. Once he gets level 15, they'll have the Fiery Spirits damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See what he gets up to. As the smoke from Gambit
Oh, they even have a sentry.
catching up to G, but he blinks away.
Radiant's bottom
And for now, it looks like he will be safe. Dirob's ward removed from the high ground, and Chen recalling TA top. Gambit probably should just come out and cut a few of these waves to hold mid and bottom so they can start a push. Oh, Dusa has a DD rune, and Roshan is literally spawning right now. Oh, Nightmare on Phoenix. Hello. Quick and easy catch. No dive remaining. And that will be that. Butterfly Dusa now. Hey. Chen, I'm not sure what he's up
And
to.
Style, he dodged. Out of leap charges, but will TP you back to safety.
Did he dodge Burrow Strike or?
Nah, he just dodged just Juggernaut ulti.
Okay. So now with Omni Slash down, it's a pretty big chunk of Empire's damage potential gone. Miposhka scouted, arrow slides past, hits the healing creep.
And they even get
middle tower
the
is
4
under attack.
runes. This is one of those games where you're just waiting for them to finish. There's really no win condition on side of Team Empire unless Gambit decides to throw the game and just attack the fountain.
Yeah, it's one of those stroke of God situations. We need a bloody miracle. Especially when Aegis Cheese are going to go into the hands of Dahak and Alpha Ninja. And do you expect Aegis Mirana, Cheese... No, the other way around? Okay. Cheese, Mirana, and Aegis Medusa. I guess Dahak with full HP, full mana is a tasty prospect for Gambit as they look to close out this game. Empire prepare themselves for what is likely to be their final fight. Kuma and Miposhka move in with a 2-man Burrow Strike. Nicely done, but the arrow. Alpha Ninja catches Phoenix, but there's no Supernova. Has to buy back. The Roar will land. Kuman in the middle, punched into the air and taken down straight after. 3 heroes dead, 1 buys back, 2 buy back. But Empire, what do you have left in the tank after this? Templar Assassin is ready with a freshly purchased BKB. Still a difficult fight to move into. Aegis and Cheese still in hand. They've used all their ultis, though, to be fair. Gambit with limited lockdown remaining now, so they do jump in. Take down King R. Vanskull being focused, but G having difficulty sticking on target. With Madden moving into the back with a Centaur, they look for that Vanskull kill, but Alpha Ninja pops the Cheese in the front. The Omni Slash comes back up, and it's jumped to the creep wave to the north. Alpha Ninja is free to go. The Supernova in the back will land, but Dahak has the Aegis in hand. There is no way you take this Dusa down twice, and G is finding this out the hard way. Dead for a minute with no buyback. The dive from the Phoenix will do a little bit of damage and kill off Vanscore, but 1 by 1, Empire fall. Reveal onto the Sand King. Clears up Miposhka, and with 4 heroes dead, Kuman's Juggernaut, the only one left standing, means that Gambit will be the team that move on to that grand final.
Yeah, I feel like this game was over before it even started, considering how bad of a draft Team Empire got in this game. The Chen, they even last picked, what was it, TA? It didn't seem like a good TA game at all. And I love the way the Gambit played it. They sacrificed Beastmaster on the top lane, played very well on the bottom lane with Mirana. Most of the time just crippled the Chen with an arrow, so he was forced to go to a different lane. And I mean, it's a Juggernaut Chen lane. You can't really stop a Beastmaster. If you want to initiate, you get a troll, you get a stun. You use it with your creeps, he can just always DP out.
7-0-12. That Beastmaster, like, it felt like he was having a bad lane, but that's because he wasn't laning. He was just dragging creeps, being chased by the Chen, and he still found CS. He still found experience. But I'm with you. I'm absolutely in love with that item build. Vlad's Necro, Crimson Guard, unkillable, tanky machine that Beastmaster became. Well, the outcome, Gambit take the series. 2-1 victory.
Yeah, we can see on the graph they never actually were in the lead. They never had the chance in this game. There was, what, 2 eggs placed, and the eggs just disappeared.
They do not last long. They do not last long at all.
I mean, when you pick a Phoenix, you need to have a hero to protect him with. These 2 cores don't provide any... you have a Sanking stun. That's your only lockdown. He's not gonna stun people who are hitting the egg. He wants to be the one initiating.
And then Chen is like, I have 1 Centaur. He's chasing Vanscore, trying to catch him. It was a rough game for Team Empire, but we're going to take a 20-minute break, 6 p.m. CET. 20 minutes from now is when the grand final begins. A best of 5 with a 1-game advantage to Team Spirit. We'll find out what happens in a little bit. See you then.